The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
The Master.
Please tell me you speak English. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Which boy?
Ever touch a black man's radio, boy? Yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the very Scottish movie review podcast, What's the Script? My name's Craig and I'm joined as always by my big pal Chris. How are we, son?
Yes, enjoying life. Last day off. Sun is out. Can't whack it.
The sun is out, the sky is blue, my tummy's rumbling, I need a poo, now it's raining. Oh dear. So welcome back everybody, as I just said there. If it's your first time here, stick with us, enjoy. I don't know where you've stumbled upon us. It might have been social media, or it might have been somewhere else, Chris. Where else could they find us, man? Possibly.
Well, the good people can find us. You remember back in the day when you used to get the wee toys in your Kellogg's box? You can find us in every Kellogg's box. Every.
I don't know, finding us there. You don't get fucking toys anywhere. That's shite.
But you can find us in every Songbird's wee song. You can find us in every backfiring motor. Know what I mean?
Aye. Every time Ace Ventura starts his car. No, Uncle Buck, remember his motor?
Right.
Brilliant, man.
And you know that feeling when you're sleeping at night and you're having a dream and you get that sense that you're falling? You can find us in that feeling. That's where we are. We're on every dimension, mate.
I thought you were going to say, now that way when you're sleeping but you're awake and your body, you're paralysed, you can't move. That's me and Chris sitting on your fucking chest. Getting up. Stroking your face.
I had that once, mate. Sleep paralysis. Fuck that, by the way.
I've had it a lot of times, and it's horrible because you think there's somebody there, and then see when you're trying to get yourself awake and do it, and you end up waking up going, there. You go from paralysed to motor functions. Hello.
But aye. Now you can find us. You can find us in the stitching and any bagpipe and all that. That's exactly where we are.
Aye, that'll do. That's plenty for this week. One thing's for sure, folks. If you love movies, then you've came to the right place. This is episode 15 of series number 4. So we're more than halfway through this series, which is great. Just give you a wee heads up, folks, about a kind of tweaking our format for next series that we're going to do. It's quite exciting. Might not be to you, but me and Chris think it's fucking very exciting, all right? Chris has picked 50 movies and numbered them, and I've picked 50 movies and numbered them. And instead of just choosing a film at the end of each week, we'll pick a number off one of the other people, and then that'll be the film, which is heavy exciting. I like it.
It's like movie lottery.
Bingo!
Aye,
Obviously,
a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
That's all I got to say about that. But obviously, we don't know what each other's 50 is. They're banked. Chris's is banked. I'm up to 33. Then I'm not rushing it. But I've got next week's picked anyways. But this series, it's all about this series, series 4. And just to let you know as well, we don't know how, but we managed to keep up to 9th position in the Good Pods Indie chart. So thank you very much, everybody who tuned in and listened and banked us on there, because we're not on the app. So it's fucking smashing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very much appreciated.
It is. As is the title track provided by Quaint. Thanks, boys. Sticking with it for this series, that's for definite. Me and Chris heard your latest yet unreleased track there and like it a lot, boys. Very Oasis influenced, bit of shaker maker in there. I like it. I like it. What have you been watching the last week, Chris? Apart from Russia, we're about 3,005 times.
Well, I ventured out to the cinema, as you well know, and I went to see Civil War. Now, like I says, there will be people out there that probably feel that it's aimed at them, having a snipe at them, but I don't think it is. I think it's more an exaggerated look back on what America could have been. Know what I mean? So, but aye, it was good, especially see the end when they're storming the Capitol. It's superb, mate. Well done. But it shows both sides in a bad light. Know what I mean? It shows the extremes, the left and the right, shall we say? So, but it was good. I recommend people go see it anyway.
Aye, you've gave it a good write up. Tim's gave it a good write up, and a couple of other people. So I'm looking forward to it. It looks quite good. Anything else you've been perusing?
I've just went down a very weird rabbit hole with all sorts of different things. I watched Ex Machina again. I watched Godzilla, the 2014 one with Bryan Cranston. I can't remember, some fucking daft 80s thing. I can't remember what it was, but I just lay there like that.
Aye, half an hour in and thought, I'll need to finish this. Is that
Right.
Aye. Plenty of rain, mate.
I watched Robin Hood with Russell Crowe in it again. Just
underrated, that fella, no bad. That was alright.
yeah. But just all other place, mate, and obviously Rush Hour. Because it is the film of the day, you see.
$50 million. Aye. Chris Tucker at his ad-libbing best, but we'll get to it, folks. Myself this week, I had to stop watching films because I watched that many. Here we go. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Thought it was alright. Wasn't terrible, wasn't brilliant. It was alright. Godzilla X Kong. Bucket of shite. Just as bucket of shite. Didn't like it. I watched Batman 89 and Batman Returns. Brilliant for nostalgia purposes. There's a new film called Baghead. Seen that advertised? It's a kind of horror about a lassie that inherits a pub after that. But in the basement of the pub, there's a hole in the wall, and you can summon this old demon thing that can bring back the dead for 2 minutes. And it's a British thing. It's not so happy. It's really not so happy.
I was going to say holes in walls and pubs. That's usually glory holes there. You see.
See this pub? Not a customer in it. Not one customer. The whole film, by the way. I bust the first series of Shrinking for Apple TV. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, man. Another film which I highly recommend is called Knox Goes Away, and it's starring and directing Michael Keaton. And long story short, he's an assassin that's just been diagnosed with dementia, but it's onset quick dementia, like weeks. You know what I mean? So I'll not spoil it for you. It's just great. Really, really good. I watched Unhinged, which was all right. £5 of Pressure, which was set in New York, but filmed in Manchester. Fucking shite. Father Stew, I turned that off after 25 minutes because it's, again, shite. Ambulance, which is fantastic, with Gyllenhaal. And June 2, which I'll need to watch another 3 times. And that was just a smidge of what I watched. So you can obviously tell that, like in the last week, my wife took the Waynes to Blackpool because that's how I got all that time to watch them.
I was going to say that. That's fucking hours a piece there, that boy's had.
Jesus, the man never slept for days. Look at his eyes.
Oh, mate.
But out of all them, I swear to God, guys, Knox Goes Away, Michael Keaton, brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll watch it again. Chris, you'll like it. You will like it. Shout outs and mentions to our homeboys of the seismic variety, Diabolical and Wreckfast. There's plenty of others in there as well, but I don't hear our names getting mentioned on your podcast, so fucking get it up, please. Which is just the way I'm feeling today. As the Feeder said, just the way I'm feeling. What? Your volume's went away, son. Where'd your volume go? Oh, yeah, you're there.
No, I'm just laughing away.
All right, cool.
I've
But
started doing this, mate. When I burst into laughter, I point myself away there, you see.
Right. I get the fear there after doing hours of tests. Again, folks, I need to apologise for the audio in the last couple of weeks, especially last week, when it sounded like I swallowed my microphone. You know what I mean? But it was a setting behind a setting within a setting of a programme. That was just a wee box with a tick in it. It
was like Inception.
Aye. And do you know what? It's all because this fucker updated. I'm more than positive that's what happened. Usual Windows updates. Oh, let's fuck about with his settings. And again, didn't notice about it until it was recording. But that should be all good this week. Sounds all right so far. Christopher, you picked this week's film. Tell the peoples what it is and why you picked it, mate.
Well, for anybody who isn't in the know, I picked Rush Hour. Yeah, 1998. That's a long time ago, that.
No half. Better times.
But, aye, simpler times.
Aye.
But, aye. I picked this because I think this is like my generation's Lethal Weapon. I mean, it's the buddy cop film, comedy, action. It's got all the bits and bobs that make a good recipe there. So, but because I'm trying to think of other ones that have been since. You know what I mean? And I can't really recollect any. So
for the turn of the millennium, people will probably correct us, but I just can't think anyone's as prominent as this, as Lethal Weapon before it, as you said. Nah, not really. That one way, but again, that was set in the 70s or the 80s? The one with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, nice guys.
Nice guys, aye. But that was one-off.
Aye, because I was thinking that another thought, but the other guys. But again, that's just a one-off. So
now he's got the taste for lying. Yeah, how'd that go? That go the way you thought it was going to go?
Aye, but no, it's just that's just the way I view it, mate. And again, this kind of launched like a franchise. There's three of them, and they're talking about a fourth, and it launched a TV series that I have not watched, and as anybody will know by now, I will not be entertaining.
No, even if it is good or not, you'll not be watching it, son. You're right. But you're right. As it's part of a trilogy, the first of a trilogy, whether they thought they were going to do a trilogy when they done this one, probably didn't. But after seeing the success, probably thought, we're onto something here. We've scratched something here. What was the financials, Chris, anyway?
Well, according to the interwebs, It was $33 million was the budget, and it brought in a handsome 244.7 million.
Handsome.
Well, I'll tell you now, should 244 million show up at your door, you're not telling it to fuck off. So
You're not. Nah. I mean, even the wee 0.4, I'd be happy with you on. You know what I mean? Chatting my
Aye.
door of an evening. Aye, so that done good. Done really good. For them that doesn't know, right? Rush Hour is about two cops from different cultures who can't stand one another. They team up to save a kidnapped 11-year-old daughter of a diplomat from Hong Kong. But with time running out, they must nab the criminals and save the girl. Simple plot, effective, with a kind of political undertone behind it about the transfer of Hong Kong back to the British. But then that's about as British as it gets with Tom Wilkinson in it, because it moved to LA. So there we go.
Aye. Move to LA, but still play like the Chinese theme music, know what I mean? Like that.
Aye, exactly. Before MD goes on about undertones of systemic racism and shit, that fuck up. I'm done apologising for movies of a certain time. Do you know what I mean? There is a lot of ding 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 music getting played. There's a lot of reference to blacks. There's a lot of references to Chinese. But I can this just in. I've got my earphones on, mate, right? This just in. It seems that entirely no one in the planet Earth, 7.5 billion of us, back in 1998, including China, absolutely nobody was offended. So there we go.
Right. No, I mean it's aye. That's probably another thing that goes for it. The back then, nobody minded a bit of banter, know what I mean? Harmless banter. But now it can be, like you say, it's perceived as, oh, that's fucking so bad. But
I know.
Hey ho.
It blows the life out of me, to be honest with you now. I just, especially on X, I just unfollow people now. I just can't be bothered with it. We can't be reviewing that. That film just wouldn't wash these days. Is that right? Don't fucking watch it then. Then he stopped you clicking on my comment, did it? Yeah, tubular bells bastard. Yeah. Don't know why I said that.
Nah. It's anything, mate. But we're not going about that. But we've seen this in fact anyway. See the minute I fucking think about it. It's like a remake or a reboot of Red Heat.
Aye.
No, I mean, I didn't even really think of that. So I was like, dude, I was thinking about the buddy cop movies, and I went, has there been one where a foreign guy comes in and doesn't get the way the... And there's another thing, but I feel the American police need to take something on board here. Belushi's character was a bit of a tit in that film, and Chris Tucker is a bit of a tit in this film. No, it just seems to be the foreign cops get the shit done.
Aye.
So,
maybe have a wee look at yourself. But having said that, one of Chris Tucker's lines in this film is, "We are the most the most hated and deplored police force in the entire world. People ask my granny what I do, and she says I'm a drug dealer." Do you know what I mean? Rather that than be a police, which is quite funny.
Aye, mate. I remember watching this when it first came out and all that, and it was superb, mate. It was funny. Obviously, the Jackie Chan stunt stuff in it, on point. Know what I mean? So,
tell us who's in it, mate. Who's it starring? You've already
well,
said Jackie Chan.
We've got Mr. Jackie Chan. We've got Chris Tucker. We've got Tom Wilkinson, who's just passed recently. Well, I say recently, but aye.
But by the window, by the house.
Tiptoe.
Any excuse for you to do that, mate. Love it.
Chris Penn. Sorry if I'm getting these names wrong, but
that's
Kim
why I've asked
Leung,
you to do them.
aye, Zima, Julia Hsu, and Elizabeth Penner.
That was the only one
Actually,
I
I
was
think I done no bad there. I think I
I
done
think
no bad.
I think you did. I think you did do no bad because it was the Julia Hugh one. I couldn't get, but I was quite. It was like I was going to do the Billy Connolly laugh. Now that laugh you do when nothing works. Julia,
Aye.
it's got to do that. So well done, mate. You done well. And Brett Ratner, director.
Aye.
Anything else I know he's done?
Well, he's
Rush
done the
Hour
other. He's done Rush Hour 2 and that. But
2.
he's a bad boy, as Ratner. He was one of them in the Me Too's. I think he was accused by at least 10 women sexual misconduct and all that. And so much so that I think he's bolted to Israel or something. So
Aye, that's safe, innit?
aye,
I've got.
aye,
I'm
exactly.
going to go to Israel. Keep your heat down.
Aye.
Shit.
So,
Christ.
but I looked at everything else he'd done. Aye, it's really Rush Hour was more the thing I've not really, because he done the Hercules film with The Rock. Have you seen that? So
I've seen a part of that. Again, that was another one I switched off. It was before The Rock kind of got his acting chops, if you could call them acting chops. He's funny as niche now. He's watchable.
Aye.
But back then, along with the Scorpion King and all that, oh, get him so far to fuck, by the way. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, I didn't know there's about 3 or 4 Scorpion Kings now.
I know. That's horrible. Did you see what I put in the group chat about The Rock? Where I found him?
What?
Star Trek Voyager.
Oh, aye.
He's
Back when he was a wrestler.
about third of the size, man. He is now.
Aye.
You're talking mid to late 90s, I suppose, but I was like, oh, what a big man. Yes.
That's the big one. Aye. But Brett Ratner, I think he's been a bad boy. We'll say allegedly because I think they are allegations, but I don't know if anything's been proved of that because I didn't go deep diving into it. So, but 10 women, no smoke without fire, no, that, know what I'm saying? So,
Aye, well, you don't go to Israel for a sabbatical unless the fire's still getting poked there. You know what I mean?
Aye. So, but aye, enough about him. At the other point as well, I picked Rush Hour because I have watched so much Jackie Chan, and the fact we hadn't done anything with Jackie Chan in it, I feel was a bad mark against us.
Mm-hmm.
What can we say about Jackie Chan, mate? He's a lovable wee person. See his wee stunts. Oh, superb, man.
A wee cheeky face, is it? A wee cheeky face, the boy. I mean, according to the director Brett Ratner, this movie was the first movie to be released in the US featuring Jackie Chan in an English-speaking role as well, without any kind of dubbing, because he had to learn on the job. But it was a wee stroke of genius as well, because he looked at his films for China and Asia and thought, this guy's untapped, man. Do you know what I mean? He would do well.
Aye.
It's a wee stroke of genius.
Yep. Aye, because I think the first one I ever seen Jackie Chan in was Mr. Nice Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
Aye.
And obviously then you've got this, and it was just see the choreography, the fight scenes and all this, using your environment as and part of the fight. It's superb, mate. It's entertaining, and see anything that Jackie Chan's in. Like apart from that film he done with Netflix, is it The Foreigner, which I thought was fucking brilliant. Yeah, mate, it's just like a cornerstone of Jackie Chan films, doing it.
Well, I mean, you could probably get a DVD box set of the outtakes for all these movies, man, because they're just as mesmerising, sometimes more mesmerising than the films that he's in. Guys, no right, and you know.
No. Aye, mate. Let's say, I don't know if I said to you last week, there was like a video bounding about, and it's him and his daughter, and they're watching him doing all his old stunts and all that, and he's getting like hurted and all that. The two of them are greeting him, going, "Don't cry, Jackie. Don't cry."
Poor Wayne. Poor Wayne. Well, I'm saying poor Wayne. His daughter must be in her 30s or 40s or something. Surely.
Aye. Aye. Aye, he's looking old as Jackie, you know what I mean? But superb, man. Can't say enough about him.
I was going to say he's looking his age, but he's actually still looking better than his age would suggest, because he wasn't a young man in this either. I'm sure he was just hitting his 40s or in early 40s. I can't remember. I did look at it, but I forgot. So he's been it seems a bit as if he's been about for ages, but it really is only the past 20 odd year, really, in it.
Aye. Because like I say, we've got this, you've got the Shanghai Noon films and all that. It was in a lot of films that me and my brother watched when we were younger, put it that way. So, because I think he done the medallion and all that as well, didn't he?
I'm not sure. Don't know about that one.
And obviously you've got the family ones like Tuxedo and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So
that was good. But probably the guy I think invented parkour, didn't he?
Aye, like I said, mate, it was like, I don't know if like, all that stuff existed up until like Jackie Chan showed up here. Well, I say showed up here, showed up in America. Know what I mean? Or us diving about using, because let's see, if you up to a certain point, see if you watch films, all the fight scenes, like we'll talk about Red Heat again. See when anybody gets punched in Red Heat, it sounds like they're getting hot with a mallet. Know what I mean?
That's true. That is true.
So I don't know if it's kind of changed the way choreography went on as well, but
aye. But I mean, with regards to the parkour thing, it's the seamlessness of movement. See the way at the very start when he jumps off the bus and then he like slides into the taxi. It's just it's like snaky in it. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then there's that bit at the consulate where he jumps out of the wall. He just bounces off of two walls, and then there's a wee comedic bit at the end. He goes out with the camera. Oh, look right in his face.
Aye,
he's great.
Oh, here, by the way, see, talking about the consulate, a bit of trivia I found out. Do you know that is the same building they used as Wayne Manor in the original Batman series?
The 60s one?
Aye.
No, I did not. In fact,
I was like,
I don't even think I can remember seeing Wayne Manor for the outside.
There
you go.
I was the interior anyway, so I'm guessing it's the same building.
So smashing. Yeah.
There you go. There.
Never seen the books. Never seen the bookshelf moving either. That was brilliant. Well done.
You seen Batman's No Real?
No, not at all.
By the way, see, just another shout out at all. There's an actor in this. He's the driver of the ambassador's daughter. Is it George Chung? Mate, he is in fucking everything from the beginning of time, man.
Aye. Do you know, I was actually upset he gets such a wee part in this. Just driving her to school and then getting shot in the face. No. He's usually in films for a lot longer, chain smoking fags, man. Isn't he?
Aye, mate, telling you. I was like, fucking hell, did you in again? And soon I went and looked at his back catalogue, his vast body of work.
Oh, I can't imagine.
He's in fucking everything under the sun. Like he's in Rambo too. Know what I mean?
That's right. He's one of the Viet Cong, isn't he?
I think he's the guy that runs it. I think he's the one that gets blown up with a fucking explosive arrow, I think. But
that's right.
Aye, just a wee shout out, man, because like you, I was like, why is he only in it for a wee minute or two?
And that's the same scene where they said the thing.
Aye.
Everything all right, officer? Everything's fine. It's just rush hour. You said that.
By the way, see LA traffic, it must be fucking horrendous.
Aye. But no in that street.
Aye.
No in that street. Because there's nobody about. What I mean, the kidnapped the wee lassie. There's a comedy of errors. She's booting them in the face and all that. Nobody about. Nobody walking their dog. Nobody doing a push between parked cars. No motors, no nothing. Brilliant.
Aye. Oh, aye. But apart from that, the traffic looks hellish.
Oh, aye. It's meant to be the worst traffic in the world there, the LA.
No, we spoke about Hangme, Jackie Chan. What do you think of Chris Tucker?
Aye. It's, I can understand totally why he's fell off the shelf with regards to making movies, because I don't like to say he's a one-trick pony, but he kind of is a one-trick pony. He is that character. He's that character in Friday. He's that character in this. He's that character in The Fifth Element. And apart from the 3 films, I don't really recall much else he's been in, to be honest with you. What about you?
Nah. No, mate, I just probably say this would be the thing I like him in the most, because see The Fifth Element, he does my fucking nut. He just mad screaming, mate. I just, what the fuck are you?
I've got to give him that. See his range. I mean, in The Fifth Element, to see if he get any higher, only dogs would be able to hear him. Do you know what I mean? Dogs and Superman would be the 2 people able to hear him.
Right. Oh, mate. But nah. You're right in this, mate. Aye, this is his niche. As we've taken to say his niche.
Definitely his wheelhouse, man. Definitely. Just 100 mile an hour. I mean, for talk's sake, Jackie Chan's came from China, and even if he was proficient in English, you still have a hard time understanding this guy, you know what I mean?
Aye, because, well, apparently that was like the inspiration behind one of the lines. See, obviously, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Apparently this is because Jackie Chan couldn't understand Chris Tucker.
That's right. Do you remember back in the day when they used to do prank calls with like movie quotes?
Aye.
Everyone in this film, Chris Tucker's, was done. Hilarious. The other one used to be done was Arnold Schwarzenegger quite a lot. Like,
Aye.
phoning the drunk guy and all that. Hello, cutie pie. What? Cutie what? You know you're the girl of my dreams. Then this one as well, man. I'm an LA cop. What are you phoning me for? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Who are you? Aye.
Aye. But aye, it works in this film. It works in all the Rush Hour films, I'd say. Because the part that does come out his mouth, and apparently a lot of it was ad-libbed, which was apparently that was a part of the problem with Jackie Chan, know what I mean? But aye, he's good, man. Very, very quotable.
Aye, very quotable indeed, as we've just demonstrated. Do you know what I mean? But his physical comedy is good and all. He's so self-absorbed, loves his cell, man. I think he's an absolute ticket. I mean, even on the bus, right, at the very start, and he's in the bus full of Chinese. Oh, hey man, I'm FBI. Oh, FBI. And they'll take their cameras out and he starts posing with a gun and all that kind of stuff. I like that. You can just see me, Jackie Chan, go like that. Oh, for Christ's sake, hanging on to this sign. Brilliant, man.
Aye, it's brilliant, man. Just showed you the 2 different sides of these coppers, know what I mean? Jackie Chan's all business, serious and all that, and just seems like Carter just wants to wing everything. It's funny, man.
One of your best scenes, mate? Go for us.
Oh. Well, aye. I'll say, it's going to be when they walk into that pub to the bar.
Careful.
Just, aye. Oh, I'm not going to say the word that shan't be said.
Aye, Jackie Chan uses the N-word, people, right? Which, Chris is not going to say, and I'm not going to say it, obviously, because if we were going to ad lib it, we were going to, I was going to replace it. Like, what is up, my homie? Or something like that, you know what I mean? Instead of the N word.
Aye, but it's just the whole see the pattern in it, and then obviously you get the first kind of like stunt coordinated fighting with Jackie Chan stuff like that. Know what I mean? But it's just like they walk in and there's a guy just smoking a joint. Know what I mean? Smoking a doobie, and he just get pure chastised, and he's like, what, and he's like,
You better have glaucoma. I do.
and then like you like a fish out of water, really. You see Jackie Chan talking to the bartender because like Chris Tucker's walked in and he's said the word as a greeting to people, and Jackie just thinks it's the way you say "all right, mate," and the next thing it just kicks off like just a stramash of events. Know what I mean?
I just try to say hello and what is up, my homie? What the hell did you just say? What is up, my homie? And it just all kicks off. But you're right, mate. It's a great scene that because when he busts into the back room and Reggie and all that are playing cards, and he walks in with his gun. Hey, your hands up there, and he slaps a wee guy right on all that. And Reggie's got this big mad red suit on, which is so funny. And it's just not to play a game to Jackie Chan as if he's interrogating, but he knows him and all that. So that's quite clever, isn't it?
Aye, it's his cousin and all that. It's just
You better get your hands off
obviously
this suit. Your mama bought me this suit. It's my favorite suit.
oh man, it's fucking so good, man. Oh. Another one I'd say, and it's without adding all the fighting in, because I think just see any of the ones that go to fighting in, I just think they're superb. But I'll go a different way, and I'll just see the whole scene where Lee and Carter are starting to kind of bond while the song War is playing. I think that's just funny as fuck, man. Just he's showing them fucking daft fighting techniques and all that. You're going, oh, is that you mastered Kung Fu in the street?
Aye. But he's got to say to them, how'd you do that? Did you do that? Then the two of them start doing it. And at the very end, Carter just goes, up yours, wee man.
Because it leads me to one of the best fucking lines in it, I know. Like after they've bonded and all that, like, you're all right, mate, you're all right, and all that. He goes to the wee snack man and he goes, how can you fucking sell me a box of grease? And he goes, oh, come on. The next time the wee guy goes, I ain't no punk bitch.
Yeah, you are a little punk bitch. I just said, just before it, I no sell soul food. I don't want no soul food. It's bags full of grease. I ain't no punk bitch. That's funny, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's fucking superb. Oh, what about you, mate? Any particular scenes?
Aye.
Huh?
But before I get into one of my favourites, I need to point out a glaring mistake in this movie. And it's when Lee arrives on a private jet. Now I have that's sent me doing a deep dive, this by the way. I've been kind and I've suggested the private jet as a mid-range private jet. However, it is 7,234 miles from Hong Kong. It now takes 13 and a half hours. A mid-range private jet can only travel between 2,000 and 3,000 miles at a time frame of between 4 and 6 hours. Where the hell do you come from in a private jet? I mean, where's the huge behemoth sky city that takes people from Hong Kong to fucking LA? I mean,
Oh,
but anyway,
simpler times.
simpler times, mate. Maybe just hit that slipstream just at the right time, smashing. Favourite scenes. I've seen the two of them have the back and forth about their daddies, man.
Aye. It's
Hey
fucking
man, my
so
daddy
good.
a cop. My father, police officer. Everybody love my daddy. Everybody respect my daddy. Hey, my daddy was world famous. Everybody, my daddy famous too. You better stop talking about my daddy. I'll kick your ass. Brilliant.
Aye. So what he says, he goes, my daddy arrested 15 people in one night. My daddy caught a bullet in his bare hand. My daddy will kick your daddy's ass.
But the great thing about that is it's used later in the film for Carter letting his guard down and telling Lee about how his daddy was shot in the line of duty. You know what I mean? So he drops
Aye.
the facade to get Lee back on side. It's a wee serious, somber moment, which was brilliant, but a good writing actually.
Aye.
And then obviously the the whole bit at the end with the art set exhibition is excellent, but I'll narrow it down to a wee bit in that, and it's the bit when, again, don't want to mention too much about the fighting, but there's fighting involved while Jackie Chan is trying to catch all the vases and the artifacts
Aye.
for smashing these priceless 5,000-year-old vases and stuff. He's getting the shit kicked at him. He's catching it. Only for somebody to shoot, man. I thought that was brilliant, man.
Aye. Aye, superb. Mate, that's what I'm talking about. See, that whole thing, I don't remember that really ever existing until Jackie Chan films appeared in America. Like the whole comedic part of trying to preserve something while fucking like fighting people off, you know what I mean? Just
See Jackie Chan's face when he gets hit. It looks like proper pain, doesn't it? It's so good.
talking about people getting kicked. See the bit they take Carter up to the food tree restaurant and it's up the tap bit. And the next thing he gets volleyed in the face and he's like, all right, which one of y'all kicked me? The guy goes, I did.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Because he just looks to the sky, doesn't he?
Aye.
Which one y'all kick me?
Oh, mate.
Because it's kind of
Fucking
Monty
so
Python.
funny.
Kind of Monty Python in it. The wee leg just coming out of nowhere. Or no Monty Python's like which is Austin Powers, eh? So a gold member leg coming out.
Oh, mate, it was just I completely forgot about it, mate. And then see when it happened, I'm like, oh, fucking superb, man. But it doesn't matter what film it is. The white British guy is the baddie again. I know what I mean. God. All right, aye. It's always used, bastards. Oh,
aye. That aside, mate, what do you think of the plot? Ultimately, his rationale for all this was he wanted to keep the art which he helped procure over a length of time. Really? Don't know.
I think it's more just the whole fact that this. Obviously, he is Gentile. You know what I mean? He's this underworld boss that has.
Chantal is everywhere.
But he's. I kind of see it in the light he's getting compensation. If he's not getting to keep his things, he's getting the money for it. You know what I mean? So I kind of see it in that light. Whereas I want to keep all these pots and plants and whatever. No.
Must have some size of mantelpiece, the guy, man. But aye, for being the bad guy, wasn't he in it an awful lot? Wasn't he? No, meant a lot to the end. The end was good. I like the end.
Aye, it works in the shadows like all good baddies should. Know what I mean? And then there's just this whole thing. Because again, look, there's your story, right? He was a bad guy who wanted to keep this stuff, and because he got fucked there, he's kidnapping somebody to get money to ensure he still gets his, right? See if this film was made the new, there would have been a sob story. But I grew up in Hong Kong and had nothing and had to work my way up to be the big baddie. But fuck off. Just be a baddie. Know what I mean?
Aye, just as as we sometimes refer to, and as Alfred knows only too well, Shab Chabs, people just want to watch the world burn, Master Bruce.
Not a lot of people know that.
You know, I never said that. People say that. My name is Michael Caine. I never said that at all.
You watch that interview at all, Michael Caine? He's like, he was at a party, and I think he was with like Newman and all that, like Redford and all that mob. And he says there was this wee woman in the corner. She just kept giving him growlers all night. And he's like, what the fuck's that all about? And so eventually he goes there and talks to her. And he goes, have you got a problem with me? She goes, you're a drug dealer. And he goes, no, I'm not. She's like, why is everybody calling you my cocaine then?
That's right.
Like,
That's right.
oh, fucking
That was
brilliant.
in his. It was the last ever Parkinson show, wasn't it? And Parkinson had his favourite guests on it. One was Michael Caine, fucking David Beckham on it. I think that was for audience, and Billy Connolly, obviously. But Michael Caine, he seems like an absolute genuine, brilliant guy, because he says in all his interviews, even way back in the 70s, I watched the old ones, and he talks about, he says, I'm a font of useless information. I just retain bullshit. Do you know what I mean? He says, I'll be at a party and I'll hit out with the African bullfrog's lifespan or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Just, I remember these things. I remember. I don't know why. Fucking great.
But
Michael Caine wasn't in this film. People.
But talking about people that weren't in this, Jackie Chan was always first choice to do the lead part, but Carter, like, you had Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, Wesley Snipes, and Dave Chappelle all considered for the Carter part. Know what I mean? And I think all of them would have worked, apart from the Wesley Snipes one.
I was just going to say the exact same thing, mate. Aye. As comedic as he ever got was probably White Men Can't Jump, in it? Woody Harrelson. I don't remember him having a semblance of a sense of humour in anything else he's ever done.
Aye, but see, like, obviously the way Chris Tucker acts in this. See, when he says certain things, mate, he says them like Eddie Murphy for me. There was like a part in it, and I can't remember exactly what it was, and I was like, that is like it's came right out of fucking Eddie Murphy's mouth.
Well, she talked about Eddie Murphy. It's funny you say that. I was just going to say before, if he'd have played this part, it'd have just been Axel Foley again.
Aye. Well, apparently he turned this down to make the film Holy Man.
Oh, so a lot of shit that is, by the way. Oh, I just had I eradicated that from my brain for years, and you've just fucking planted it back in there. I'm terribly vexed.
Aye, but again, talking about how he turned this down, we'll go even to the movie studio. Disney punted this because they didn't believe it was going to make money.
I like that. I'm always glad that a Disney boo-boo. They've got enough money. I mean, they've got enough of
Disney boo-boo.
They've got enough of the pie. Fuck them. Same with James Cameron. Kind of fucking sick of him and all, making billion-dollar movies. I want me flop. I want Avatar 3 to be absolutely shite. Because Avatar 2 was absolutely shite, but people just went to see it.
Mate, I didn't like that. Well, sorry, I've already said this. Controversial as it may be, I think the first one is overrated. It's a visual spectacle and fucking blah, 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 but when it boils right down to it, it's back to the cowboys and Indians thing.
Very much so.
The white man's coming in, taking my land, and we need to fucking fight back.
Aye.
There's no reinvented the wheel, know what I mean? Just made it brighter colours.
Aye, just done it with a computer, that's all. And visual spectacle at the time, but the second one, I've got to be honest, I've not even watched it all the way through. There's no plot, there's no story. Again, it's just they're going for the eyes. Do you know what I mean? This is pretty.
What's I mean? Apparently there's to be like fucking 6 of these or something. Like that. What?
Aye, because at one point they were talking about would James Cameron still be alive for the length of time it takes to make these films? Do you know what I mean? And he's wanting 6 or something. But no, listen, 2 was too many. Played it.
Played it. But aye.
Billions of pounds, but I'm right, you know what I mean?
I laughed outrageous. I was again giggling away at all the bits in this that got me the first time round. See, for you, does the comedy still stand up?
Aye. Because there's nothing to think about. It's just funny. Sometimes things are just funny. You're going to sit there and sit down to watch a film and go, right, let's watch this now to look for shit. Then you're going to find shit. But for the very, very start, I mean, when you first introduced to Tucker, him and Chris Penn, his partner. What do you mean I'm late? You're late. I was late. You were in Diana. I was in Diana. No, you were. I was in Diana. All that crap. I was like, that's just funny. And then he shoots the car and he does the kind of Michael Jackson dance. It's just funny. I mean, nothing wrong with it. What do you think?
I mean, like I says, mate, it still makes me laugh, man. It's like, see nowadays, like see when they try to line up jokes and comedies and all that, it's like there's a build up to it, whereas this just feels like it's part of the conversation. Know what I mean? It's kind of hard to describe, but it's like forced jokes in films, and you go, that was pish. Whereas the ones in this, I don't know if it's just maybe Chris Tucker's style or whatever it is, but it just seems like it's part of the conversation, like a normal conversation. It doesn't seem like, oh, you can tell that was a joke wrote up. Know what I mean?
It's not exactly. And then there's other as I say, things that I'd forgot about, like Reggie just saying to him, you better get your hands off this suit. Your mama bought me this suit. This is my favorite suit. It's just funny. And then the wee lassie singing in the back of the motor. Sweet fantasy baby. Oh, that's fucking class, because she's meant to be a sternly brought up Chinese girl. Do you know what I mean? But we kind of see for the start she's loved. She's no, you must honor a family. You no smile until you're 46. No, she's not that.
Aye.
But,
you know what I mean? Aye. And saying that, I know. See the dad, obviously the ambassador. He's another guy. It's popped up in a wave of films. Know what I mean? It's just that was another thing I watched, right? Dante's Peak or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
The one the volcano blows up. He's in that and all. I'm like,
Pierce Brosnan.
You're there.
Pierce Brosnan.
Aye, Pierce Brosnan and Sarah Connor.
That's right. That's right. That's the slowest moving lava on the fucking planet Earth, isn't it? That's right.
Aye, but
a lot of people
he popped up
and
that and
fall
all
in that film.
Aye. Oh mate, it is what it is, and it's fucking. But aye, that was the other one. I think that was the one I was like, why have I put this on? I don't like this. I'll see it.
Aye. Is this not just Volcano, but a different title? You know what I mean?
Aye.
But I listen, I want to say it stands up, but it's no outdated. It's just a good, funny time. And 2 and 3 complement it. You can tell the bigger budgets, and you can tell the more complex plot lines in 2 and 3 as well, which is great. And if they want to bring a 4th out, well, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. And Chris Tucker looks a bit fucking mental now, and as we said earlier, Jackie Chan's getting on a bit as well. I'm
Yeah,
sure he can still fling himself about the place, but there's just sometimes you've just got to let things lie, I think. Do you know what I mean?
aye. I just leave it. Well, I think it was on the back of that director. I think he's trying to make it to have a comeback for himself, know what I mean? But that's the whole thing as well. See, apparently Jackie Chan isn't a fan of these films.
No.
No, because a lot this one especially because he can hardly talk English in it, know what I mean? And it's all very because I think apparently that was the rumor why the second one was made in China and it was to appease Jackie Chan. So and I think Chris Tucker get 25 million or something for the second one. So
Oh, he was
exactly.
overpaid, wasn't he? He was overpaid, man. Oh, Jesus.
It's like Kevin
That's-
Kyle getting into Rangers in it. Like, how? Aye, he's that.
Aye. Jesus. You're going to give me much, Ali? I suppose so, aye. But
Oh, you've twisted my arm.
I'm kind of a wee bit saddened about how he doesn't like this because I thought he maybe had looked back in this as being his Breck in America and fond it that way,
Aye.
but because we want
Aye.
to start somewhere.
Oh, that's true, mate. But I think you says it was more the reason because he felt like stupid looking back on it. Know what I mean? Because he can hardly talk English and all that stuff. But see, in a way, I think that kind of helps the film as well. It helps that
Mhm.
comfy the different world. Know what I mean? Miscommunication and all that.
Aye. But then is he not even overthinking this as well? Because it's yes, like Carter and Bill Carter basically treats him as if a stupid wee Chinese man coming to his city.
Aye.
But the whole thing about it is that he's one of the top Chinese police officers. He's well respected. He's honourable, and it shows throughout the film.
Aye.
Well,
Aye. Like I say, like you, mate, I was kind of disappointed with that, but there you go, Day. What are you going to do?
what are you going to do?
But
And
it just didn't kick out. It did, they didn't just launch Jackie Chan. Do you know this film is responsible for the website Rotten Tomatoes?
I did. I wrote that down as well, mate. Tell us why.
Well, for what I read, the guy behind Rotten Tomatoes had a whole catalogue of Jackie Chan's films in China. And when he done this, it was to put them out there so everybody else could sort of see them. And Rotten Tomatoes or Tomatoes, depends where you come from, was launched and buffed, and now we all go, oh, look, it's fresh on there. Like, all right, aye.
Aye. Because if it was invented in Scotland, it would be called plum tomatoes. Tin of plum tomatoes. But aye, it's weird, isn't it? Wee facts like that, wee Easter eggs. Not an Easter egg, but wee
Aye.
bits of knowledge like that. It's quite. I like that.
Aye. Aye, there you
now,
go.
Now so many people bloody base going to see a film or not going to see a film on that fucking score, which is wrong. As we keep saying, mate, the drum we keep banging is you should always make your own mind up. You know what I mean? Just good or bad. Sometimes they get it right. You know what I mean? Sometimes they get it right, but if you blindfoldedly fling a dart at a dartboard long enough, you'll hit the bullseye. You know what I mean?
Aye. Well, the one I always go back to is The Last Jedi. The critics gave it like and it's up in the 80s or the 90s or something, which means it's fresh. And then you see the audience scores, and I can't remember, it was like fucking doing it 60 or something, know what I mean?
I
And
should
I'm
go
going,
and see this film. It's a fresh tomato. It's on the vine.
in,
You see?
in an exquisite salad.
Oh, such a dressing. Bill, they critics. This is where I think there's an underhand thing, and they were bought, man. They scores reviewers just bought. It's Disney, man. Disney are corrupt as fudge.
But well, we're talking about the the dialogue with things. Have you any favourite lines?
Oh, hunters.
Big fish, wee fish, cardboard box.
I had a T-shirt like that. Don't know what happened to it. We've went through a few actually that I wrote down. The back and forth about the daddy and all that, and what is up, my homie? What else? And the mama ashamed of me, but one where Lee says, "You must take me to consul right away." Man, just sit there and shut up. This ain't no democracy. Yes, it is. No, it ain't. This United States is James Carter. I'm the president. I'm the emperor. I'm the king. I'm Michael Jackson. You Tito. Your ass belong to me. That was good.
Oh, mate. That's funny, right? I know, mate. It's just... You want to see how young I was, mate? I did not know who Tito was.
Tito was. I think I'd think that, man.
I thought Tito was the monkey.
Oh. Quick bit of trivia. Bubbles, the monkey, is still alive. I think he celebrated his 48th birthday or something last week. There you go. Just throwing it.
There you go. Happy birthday, Bubbles. There you go. You can find us in Bubbles' cage.
What a witness he'd be, by the way, if he could speak. Anyway, that's a great line, that. I think I found it who Tito was. No, was it Tito that was on Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother, back in the day?
Something like that.
Jermaine, I think, maybe. Any other good lines, mate, that I've not done?
Oh, mate, it's just one that me and my brother still say, right? And I don't know why, right? But it's funny. It's just see when Carter he goes out to rescue the daughter out of the van, and he sets about to be henchman, and the rest he's on the deck, and the next thing, tell your friends about me. I don't know why, but we still say that. Fucking hell, man. Oh.
It's good, man. And Carter, no, man. Please tell me you speak English. I'm Detective Carter. You speak any of the English. And then that's when we get you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth.
It's just the other. I wanted to say that, but see the wee guy at the snack van. I ain't no pump bitch. I ain't no pump bitch either. Oh, fucking brilliant.
One of the worst lines in the whole film is at the very start when they're handing back Hong Kong to China. Tom Wilkinson just goes, Hong Kong forever. That for a fucking... Yeah. Hong Kong forever, dude. That was so... I was waiting for a training montage starting or something, man. It was just so...
Oh, no, mate. Oh. Aye. Just, mate, you're saying the same ones as me, but the other one I know, Jackie Chan. My daddy once caught a bullet in his bare hand.
My daddy kicked your daddy ass. The other good one as well is when he goes to the exhibition at the very end. And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention? Got an instant in the building. If you'd like to make your way calmly and clearly out the door, that would be much appreciated. Nobody moves. Get your ass out there. The bomb in the building. Get the hell out of here.
I'm always running by and he goes, titty, get them titties out of here.
Oh, I must have watched a cut version then. I never heard the titty.
No, he's just saying it. He's just saying it. It doesn't go to him or anything, but it's just see what everybody else starts running away. You need to listen for him saying it. But it's funny, man. Who's fucking? He's obviously ad-libbed it. Know what I mean?
Aye. Titty.
Oh man.
That's
but
made me sad, that actually. But our Cutler, what do you think of it? Obviously the stunts are on point throughout the whole film, but it all comes to a head at the end in that exhibition up high, running about the girders and all that, man. We think of that. I think that's brilliant. Because you know he's not got a safety harness on.
Aye, that is fucking pure. Gives you the absolute fear, man. It's fucking. Oh, mate. Because that's apparently this is the whole thing as well. Like Jackie Chan. See, when they're doing this and all that, about a day of scene, and he was surprised that the American stuntmen had built a scaffolding for him to climb up. And you're like, I, no, we want you to live through this, Jackie. Fucking, yeah, mate, it's fucking, it gives you the absolute fear, man. See, just the camera angles and all that, but so you can see the bit he's like running along, like trying to keep his balance, and you're going, fuck that. It's just.
I mean, having worked high level cleaning and in shopping centres back in the day and all that, I can tell you that girders that thick, that high, are usually covered in dust. No, in this film, they're fucking spotless. But for him to be hanging there, right? I mean, again, this girder's like that in it, and his horns are hot, his full body weight like that. You're like, oh, what a strength in your fingers just to be hanging there, man. But see that, I know that was annoying me because he's hanging there. That looks sore, and he's shouting at Carter, and Carter's just fucking, hey, hang about. I'll get some. Yeah, take it easy. Take it easy. If I live through this, I'm cutting your head off, you wee dick.
I am going to batter your content.
Aye.
Oh, mate. It's just fucking. Aye, mate. It's, again, testament to Jackie Chan. It goes above and beyond. Because this thing now, even we've mentioned it, see when you let there's actors and actresses and all that, they go, oh, they done their own stunts. Jackie Chan's always done it.
I know.
Know what I mean?
I was thinking about that. See, now you said that last week about in True Lies, we talked about Arnold and Jamie Lee Curtis and about how the stuntmen either got a shift or they didn't. And just imagine sitting in Hollywood set and all that. Oh, doing a film, a big blockbuster, going to spend millions. Dancer, stuntmen all sitting. Who's in it? Jackie Chan. Ah, for fuck's sake. I'm going to sign on, Davey. Aye, come on. Aye, sign on. Come on.
Oh, fucking brilliant. Aye, mates. I remember watching a documentary, I think, years ago, and it was all about the stunt team that Jackie Chan started. See the stuff they were doing, man. It was unbelievable. In China, fucking jailbait, man. Broken arms and all this shit. Then going, right, no, we need to do it again. What? Right, okay.
Aye, well, I mean, I mentioned that one of his films. I mean, you always get the bloopers at the end of no bloopers, outtakes where the stunts kind of go wrong, and there's a lot of wee stunts like jumping through ladders and them getting hit in the face, things like that. But there is one in the film, I can't remember. He's on a hovercraft, and at the end of it, it shows you what happened to him. He jumps off I think it's off the bridge onto this hovercraft, and he breaks his leg in real life, and then they put a stookie on him, put a prosthetic trainer and bigger denims on him, and he does the stunt again with a broken leg and nails it. You're like that. What's wrong with this boy? Do you know what I mean? The other one,
Exactly.
the other one, he jumps off a plane onto a hot air balloon, or he jumps off a hot air balloon onto a hot air balloon. Hundreds of feet in the sky. What's wrong with this guy? It's something of gold, cities of gold or something like that. Or, it's not right, man.
Aye, that's it, mate. Entertainment value right off the radar. It's. So, I mean,
I remember seeing all these, like you, watched the back catalogue of these Chinese movies when they came on the scene. I thought, oh, these are brilliant. And I always thought, having first seen him back in the late 90s, early 90s, he's going to die on set.
aye.
Never did. Never has yet.
Aye, because things he was doing, mate, it's just fucking far out, mate. Dangerous. Know what I mean? Even this, mate, he's got to rely on himself fucking holding that girder. Know what I mean? And it's just, all right, Jackie, can you stay up there for 20 minutes to be reset? No bother.
Let's go again. No, we no go fucking again. My finger's sore. Oh.
Aye. But, aye, mate. Everybody's good in it. Even see the wee baddie with the blonde hair that you think is Jintal. He's another wee guy. It's just moseyed on through Hollywood and all, making. I think he was in one of the newer Star Wars films, wasn't he? So
Probably, you'll know better than I will. I just can't picture him at the moment. You're probably right, aye. He's got a kind of ageless face, hasn't he? He's always looked that age. He's not get any older, aye, you're right. I can see him now, but I don't know who he is or what he's in. Aye, they're all great. As I said, even the wee lassie, her comedy cuts, even at the very start when she punches Lee in the stomach, like, she's like, oh, get that for? You never told me you weren't coming to LA and we've got to go. I'm going to miss you and all that. I love you. I miss you too. Brilliant, man. So
I know it says like, I'm going to miss you like a punch in the balls. Know what I mean? Like,
aye. Oh, something to remember you by. Right enough. Aye. You get that cut off now. But anything else you want to mention about it, mate?
Well, I'm just going to ask you the question, mate. Do you have a favourite character in the movie?
Hard to separate the two of them. I think the two of them work behind them very, very well. So if you're asking me who's the best, who gives the most, I would say physically it's Jackie Chan, obviously. You know what I mean? But without Chris Tucker, there's no a great deal of comedy.
Yeah. Aye, I'd say they two or no. I mean, because we're not even spoke about the FBI guys. One of the Shawshank Redemption prisoners, know what I mean? One of the sisters.
Yes, Boggs the Raper. And also the undercover cop in The Departed.
Aye.
That's who I forgot about Boggs until you said it there, but I just kept saying, that's that cunt for The Departed gets shot at the end, man, and it ends up he's a police, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He's a baddie in everything he's done. Why is he a goodie in this?
Aye. Aye. Just seems to pop up everywhere, didn't he? Or he's hundreds of wee cameos. Well, I say cameos, they're probably just starting it, but they appear in other things and you're going, fuck.
The Hispanic lassie in The Police, Carter's kind of love interest, she's been in just hundreds of 80s and 90s movies, man.
Yep. Aye, because it's fucking, obviously she's his suffering partner, know what I mean? That he doesn't want and fucking winds up all the time, know what I mean? But because that's another thing. She played a rather risky fucking joke on set, by the way. She was to wear her bomb fucking vest suit hanging on that, and apparently she walked onto set with nothing but the bomb vest on. Know what I mean? Everybody was like that. Avert your eyes there.
Happy birthday to you. I like her. Ask her back.
Aye. But as a whole, mate, it's just, I'd say it's like our lethal weapon. See, people run about my age. I think it's our lethal weapon. Because
for that, what you going to give it out of 10 then?
I'm going to give it a 7, mate. A 7.
I've also picked a 7.
Somebody said to me last night that they actually like Rush Hour 2 better. So after we're done here, I'm going to probably watch it. Because it could be.
I can see why.
Aye.
Do you know, that's what I meant to say to you. I wonder, I said at the start, right, I wonder if they had a trilogy in mind. I think before they finished shooting it, they realised they did, because the end scene in the aeroplane where he's decided to go to China for 2 weeks vacation, I think that was maybe just added in at the end to give them the option a second film. What, you come to my hometown, I show you my crib. You show me no crib.
Aye, maybe, but we'll never know.
Aye,
but
we're smashing. Great watch. And again, like we always say, if you haven't seen it, get it watched, and then you've got another 2 after back it to keep you going as well for a couple of days. But as always, what's your plans, mate, for the rest of our last day off before we're back to work tomorrow?
Well, I'm not so sure. I've been struggling with maybe going to the pictures again. to see either Monkey Man or The Omen or the first Omen, but it's late showings. Know what I mean? So it's like you sit in the house all day, then you need to go to the pictures, and you just can't be arsed shifting. Know what I mean? So
You end up talking yourself out it, didn't you?
that's it. So it's like I don't know, man, but it's a maybe. It's a maybe because I think The Omen is fucking 8:30 or something like that,
Well,
and Monkey
I
Man
did
might be
not.
about 7:30.
I did notice that the first Omen, is on my worldwide satellite dish thing, so I might
Yeah,
get a wee watch. But Monkey Man, I quite fancy that. It's got a good write up. It's kind of under the radar, isn't it?
yep. So we'll see. We'll see. But because it's the last day, I know. See, the last day, I usually just chill and fucking adjust myself going back to society.
Mm-hmm. I will. My missus is going to Pictures Night, and I'm going to see Godzilla X Kong. Going with my cousin. It's totally no my wife's movie. I was like, really going to see it? Aye. Aye, how do you not like it? I was like, well. I says, even as somebody that kind of likes that sort of genre, I thought it was fucking awful, to be honest with you, the more I think about it. But as you said, mate, I just kind of get the squaring up to one another, but and the minutes and minutes and minutes of empty dialogue where you're meant to fucking speak monkey or read monkey eyes to make up your own what's going on in this movie. You know what I mean? Aye.
It's just,
But
mate, there was that, and then you've got Godzilla transitioning halfway through the film. I know. But I'm going, what the fuck? What the fuck?
see in
What am
that
I
as
watching?
well. See between that, when it first goes into the water and then it comes back out with the pink and all that. It went missing for a fucking long time in that movie, didn't it? There's
Aye.
hardly any Godzilla in it, by the way.
Yep. Yep. I think it was a King Kong film with Godzilla there to bring the Godzilla fans up.
Aye, we got a
So
better arc with Mothra. It was all about Mothra, you
aye.
know what I mean, at the end, you know what I mean, which is quite good. But
But
that's another film for another day. And if you've not seen it, you like that sort of thing, I suppose you're not going to be disappointed if you don't like words and dialogue and all that, so it'll be quite good. uh, Everybody, thanks again for listening to the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider sending it to someone for us. You might like, because they might like us. We're back on Facebook as well. Again, word of mouth is how we grow, and your support means everything to the podcast because it gives us a semblance of whether you want to listen to us or not. And at the moment, it seems that you do, which is absolutely fabulous. Check out this week's latest episodes from the guys I've already mentioned: Diabolical, Seismic, and Wreckfast. Listen to the Wreckfast's one of The Craft.
Craft.
Oh, as a film I thought I'd never ever hear about again. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
And bad movies rule. I love the guys. I think they're great. I think what they do is amazing. They're funny. And the guy that does Arnold Schwarzenegger on there is just tremendous. And I've sent them an email with a challenge on it as well. And they said they would read it out in the next mailbag episode. So it's a double challenge. I've asked them to try and review a garbage Scottish film. But funnily enough, The Outlaw King and Rob Roy don't qualify because they're over 50% in Rotten Tomatoes. Obviously, Braveheart is just epic, so that's leaving in the equation. So I asked them if they would review Highlander 2, The Quickening, because it's fucking awful. And I said, in return of the favour, if they do that, for us, stick it on their list. If any of them have got a film that they'd like us to do, and my broad Scottishness, but would definitely do it as well. So I think that could be quite funny.
No. On that subject, you mentioned the next episode's film. Oh, he's nodding there. He's nodding like a horse.
It has been decided for a number of days. It's sitting in front of me. It's starred to startation. And we're going to be doing a Hugh Jackman movie. which we've no fucking done, by the way. And yeah,
I know.
he's up there with Jackie Chan. It's what the fuck we doing here? But it's not what you think it's going to be. We're going to be doing Van Helsing.
Oh, there we go. Nah, you can't whack that.
Love, though. Brilliant.
Aye. Aye, that's good, that. I enjoy that film.
Oh, it's great.
Aye.
Watched that a week and a half ago or something, so that's... We'll talk about it next week. I get too much away.
Aye.
Right, folks. So remember, you can find us absolutely anywhere. All the socials. We are, and we have never been off of. It was just Buzzsprout telling me lies. Still on Apple Podcasts. We've not been off it. Don't know what happened, but we're on it. Spotify,
Aye.
Deezer, Amazon, whole shebang, YouTube, both audibly and visually. And I'll get them up later in the afternoon after I go out and do my wee bits and bobs. But
Yes.
on for that, Christopher.
Thanks everybody for listening, tuning in, telling your friends, telling your enemies. Know what I mean? And should we see through the year, people? We'll see you the next time.
Aye. Happy World War III Day. Tatty bye.
Aye. Cheerio, bye.